All right, then. Good morning, good afternoon, and hello, my fellow vault dwellers. My name is Josh. Welcome to Dead Men Streaming. It is time for this week's weekly challenges in Fallout 76 for the week of May 13th to May 20th, 2025. As a reminder, while this game is a live service game and things do change from time to time, you could use this can and could use this video as a reference for future challenges. So, even if you know where something is, stick around for the whole video. You might learn something today. All right, and as I get ready to say this, be sure to give me a like, a follow, subscribe. Listen, I hate to ask, it's the algorithm thing. I can't do anything about it. Hit a button. Moving on from there. All right, let's take a look at our weekly challenges, which include some very, very, very annoying ones. Claim a workshop 0 out of 3. Any workshop will do. Claim 3 of them. Do it one setting. Do it in 3 settings. It's up to you. Collect a burnt book. 2 ways to go about this one. Just play the game. Play the game for a week. You'll pick up 25 burnt books. Just look for them. They spawn just about everywhere, with one exception. They do spawn out here north of Summersville. There is a house right around this area, the 87A icon, that contains several hundred burnt books. Problem is, everybody knows it exists there, and your odds of finding it on a public server, not so great. So, my suggestion, pop over there, see if it's there, see if the books are there. If they're not, just play the game for a week. All right, speaking of annoying, collecting a garden gnome. I hate this one. I hate this one. Garden gnomes are everywhere when you aren't looking for them, but when you are, they're not where you need them to be. So, there is one great spot for them, and there is one secondary spot for them. Let's take a quick look at the secondary, and that is going to be Vault Tech Agricultural Research Center, which is right over here, directly east of Hillfolk Hot Dogs, directly west of Flatwoods. You can find some in and around this property. The best place to get them, though, and again, everybody knows they're here, is to hop over to the General Steakhouse, go over to the back, in the garden, in a shed. You'll find half a dozen, maybe 8 of them, give or take. If you don't see them, honestly, I consider re rolling this challenge. The next one in line is to collect a teapot. Again, super annoying. Your best bet to find teapots is to head up to the Palace of the Winding Path and explore. You might find 5, you might find a little bit less than 5, but this is where I would go for them. Then, in addition to that, you can also swing down to the giant teapot, and sometimes you can find teapots down in there as well. Occasionally, I think you can find them at Appalachian Antiques, but don't hold me to that. All right, continuing. Cripple a Mirelurk's limb. 30. Downside of this is you have to hunt down 30 Mirelurks, or less depending on what weapon you're using and how fast you can cripple a limb versus destroying the actual Mirelurk. It won't take a lot of time. What can I say? Great places for Mirelurks. Looking at Quarry X3, Sunrise Field is my major go-to. You can also find Mirelurks up around, I think it's Highland Marsh. There is an event over here around Grafton Steel. This area, this is the Mirelurk Swarm event, comes up around. Mirelurks are everywhere you don't want them to be. You can also find them creeping up and down throughout the Ohio River. And there is a pile of them that spawn down here at Lake Reynolds, right off the Lewisburg station. So if you're in a hurry, I would look in those locations. Be advised for Mirelurk Queens, they hang out in most of those spots. All right, moving on from there. Destroy a robot, pop 30 of them. Just hunt robots. All right, nothing special. Hunt for robots. You can pick up robots. My go-to is Robco Research Center. Other locations include, but not limited to, Survey Camp Alpha, usually has 5 or 6. You can find them down hanging out at Striker Row. You can find them patrolling around Beckley. There is a pack of liberators that likes to hang around. Let's see, where are you? Hornwright Summer Villa, I believe. It's either Torrance House or Hornwright Somerville, one of the two. And Tigard Water Treatment are some good places to find liberators. Other suggestion, look for horde events or check out the daily ops. Robots usually pop into those. All right. Moving on. Drink a Nuka Cherry. If you don't have Nuka Cherries, these you can buy from vendors. So head over to, I think her name is Bubbles, inside the White Spring Refuge. Go all the way in the back, find the stamp vendor. She's right beside him. And then outside of that, you can also pick up some more over at Nuka World on Tour. There is a crafting station, port over to it, and then head down a little bit to your left once you're facing it. And you should be able to see a line of stalls. One of them has a bunch of vending machines for Nuka-Cola. Moving on from that, kill a human enemy, 0 out of 30. Listen, anywhere you can find humans. So look for Blood Eagle camps, look for communist camps. Um, Look for daily ops, because I just happened to note today's daily op. It's got Blood Eagles. Hunt for them there. And something attacking me? Just people running around and being stupid. I don't know. Okay, moving on. All right, and that is scrap junk to produce aluminum. Quick and easy. The easiest one so far. Just make bulk aluminum and scrap it, and you're done. Okay, moving on from there. Daily challenges. Collect 2 teapots. Well, you're looking for 5. Now you're looking for 2 if you have Fallout first. So head up to the Palace of the Winding Path. Moving on from there, complete the event The Big Boom. This is popping up every hour on the hour. And honestly, I'm not going to say go AFK, but it's not my favorite. All right, moving on from that, drink Nuka-Cola Cranberry. Now, this is the Nuka-Cola that gives you the EXP boost, and as a result, it does not spawn on vendors, because why would it? That would make it easy. If you don't have any Nuka-Cola Cranberry, my advice is to re-roll this challenge. Otherwise, you're going to be searching the wasteland high and low for it. I am telling you, your easiest thing to do for this challenge, if you don't already have it, is to re-roll this challenge. Eat a vegetable and harvest corn, razor grain, or potato plants. Okay, this is a double. Hop over to the General Steakhouse. Go in the back, go in the garden, harvest them, and look for your garden gnomes while you do that. Then kill an enemy in the Cranberry Bog region. Well, as it turns out, you have to cripple mirelook limbs. Head down to Sunrise Field or head to any of the fine locations that have blood eagles in this area to both pick up kill humans and kill enemies. And then sell glowing fungus soup to an NPC vendor. Glowing fungus is everywhere, literally. And all it takes to combine that at a cooking station is 1 glowing fungus and a boiled water. If you are somehow out of glowing fungus, go to a river and explore. Jump over to Wavy Willards, go in the basement, find it there. Look around this area, you'll find glowing fungus. It's very simple. And that's it. Weekly challenges, events, we ain't got none. It's the same stuff as last week. And this is all just go do Big Bloom once and you'll rack all these up. So, as for a recap, moderately inconvenient, possibly very inconvenient. And again, head over to Summersville, head over to the 86A icon, 87A, and look for the Burnt Book Building along the roadside. Pick up garden gnomes at the General Steakhouse or over at Vault Tech Agricultural. Collect teapots, likely going to head up to the Palace of the Winding Path. Cripple Mirelurk limbs. Again, Mirelurk locations. You can find them in a lot of different places. My go-tos are the event that happens up over here, Stop the Mirelurk Swarm. Head over to one of the marshes, Highland or Gnarled. I really do not remember which, and I do apologize. Sunrise Field is my go-to to find a bunch. And there's also the Lake Reynolds out next to Lewisburg Station. And again, reminder, right now you do have to target limbs using the special perk card for this, and that would be Concentrated Fire. You don't have to, but if you're actually aiming for a limb, this is your best target or best perk card for that. With the next patch, they've told us that if you have perception above 5, that'll be an automatic skill, which will be nice. Okay, then skipping out, destroy robots, any place you can find robots. Robco is my usual place to go to. Drink Nuka cherries, kill human enemies, look for daily ops. That's going to be your best way to get them, and do a bulk scrap. Finally, re-roll this unless you have them. Go up to the Palace of the Winding Path for teapots, complete the Big Boom event, and go to the General Steakhouse to get and eat vegetables. Finally, find 5 enemies in Cranberry Bog, which I'm pretty sure General Steakhouse works. Robco does if it doesn't. And that's it. I hope this guide helps. Good hunting out in the wasteland, everybody. Again, my name is Josh. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dead Man Streaming. And if you really like what I do, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, and heck, for that matter, if you happen to play on PC, send me a friend request under Karen DeHawk. I will catch you all again soon. I'll get this video uploaded to YouTube as fast as I can. Till then, have a good one.